it's probably leaning towards guilt. Now, on the racketeering, I agree with you that the predicate acts may be found, but that's not all they need. There's an ultimate question. The first question on the jury verdict form is, do you find him guilty or not guilty of racketeering? Before you even get to the predicate acts, which you only get to if you find guilt, they could just be hung up on that question and say, this guy's not Tony Soprano. I am not convinced that I even want to find.
That brings us back to Rihanna, a star whose ascent began under the shadow of the Carters when, in 2005, she signed to Def Jam at just 17. Discovered by producer Evan Rogers and flown to New York, she auditioned for Jay Z in a now legendary meeting where he reportedly refused to let her leave until the contract was inked. In that moment, Rihanna wasn't just joining a label, she was stepping into the orbit of one of the most powerful couples in music history. And from that day forward, she walked a razor-thin line between protégé, product, and potential threat. The quiet tension would simmer for years, but it didn't truly ignite until 2023, when her former publicist, Jonathan Hay, dropped a...
And I'm not saying allegedly.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying, Sean Carter, you're a piece of shit. Taking Pimp C wasn't bad enough. You just want to go down there and you want to just remove all of the balls from every real gangster in Houston.
Bombshell, he had made it all up. The infamous rumor of a secret affair between Jay Z and Rihanna, something that once lit the media ablaze, was nothing more than a publicity ploy. Hay admitted he was desperate to generate buzz around her debut single, and so he planted the perfect scandal, a love triangle featuring Jay Z, Rihanna, and Beyoncé. Tabloid gold, the strategy worked too well. Cameras followed Rihanna's every move. Beyoncé's fans declared war. But Hay's fictional affair spiraled beyond gossip, it attracted government attention. According to him, federal agents interrogated him over claims that Jay Z may have had inappropriate interactions with underage Rihanna. Hay insisted it was all manufactured PR spin, but the authorities weren't so quick to dismiss it. The feds kept digging. Suddenly, this wasn't just celebrity scandal, it was a potential federal case. Allegations, rumors, and unproven claims now danced dangerously close to legal territory, casting a long shadow over everyone involved. Even if nothing was substantiated, the fallout was undeniable. From that moment on, Rihanna's rise was under a microscope. And Beyoncé? Insiders say the damage, no matter how fabricated, was never truly forgiven. Whatever public cordiality existed between the two artists was rumored to be mostly optics. At industry events, the coldness was palpable. When they...
I mean, let's just be real for a second. There are a lot of lawyers who call this legal extortion, and that this is the way the legal system works, which is you threaten somebody with reputational harm, and in this case, it's interesting that Jay Z, who's very wealthy, said it would be financial ruin.
Appeared at the Tidal press conference in 2015, sources said the backstage energy was anything but sisterly. Handlers reportedly moved mountains to keep them apart, even as they posed for staged group shots. One insider told Naughty Gossip, they wouldn't speak, wouldn't stand next to each other. Everything was choreographed to hide the tension. But the drama wasn't confined to side eyes and cold shoulders. In 2016, A&TI, arguably Rihanna's most personal and genre-defying album, was snubbed by the Grammys for major categories like Album and Song of the Year. Her fanbase, the Navy, erupted in outrage, accusing the Recording Academy of shielding Beyoncé from direct competition. One viral post accused the Grammys of manipulating nominations to favor Beyoncé's Lemonade. Rihanna liked it. When the backlash hit, she tried to diffuse it. I'm petty AF, yes, she wrote, but this is unnecessary. She asked fans to stop pitting black women against each other. But the spark had already ignited an online firestorm, and once again, speculation about Beyoncé's influence behind the scenes was impossible to ignore. Even outside of music, the rivalry, or at least the perception of one, followed them. Ahead of Rihanna's 2023 Super Bowl performance, ESPN's Stephen A. Smith casually remarked, "Rihanna ain't Beyoncé." The internet exploded. Within weeks, Jay Z himself reportedly called Smith directly, warning that comparing icons wasn't just careless, it was dangerous. That's family, Smith later recalled being told. You don't know how she'll receive it. Smith's apology went viral. The message was clear,